Olive Ryan, the science person. Olive Ryan, the science person. Olive.
Science rules!
T minus a bunch of seconds.
Inertia is a property of matter.
Olive Ryan, the science person. Olive Ryan, the science person. The first kind of heat transfer we're going to talk about is convection. The transfer of thermal energy through the movement of matter. What's an example of convection? Well, the first example I'm going to talk about is the room I'm standing in. When this heater gives out hot air, the air in the room moves in a circular motion. You see, the hot air from the heater rises up in the top of the air, and then when it gets cold from this cold window, it gets cool again and sinks back down. And that's convection. The second method of heat transfer we're going to talk about is conduction. The transfer of thermal energy through two objects touching. Oh, but what's an example of conduction, you ask? An example of conduction would be my feet touching this freezing cold snow. My feet are a lot warmer than the snow, so their heat energy would transfer into the snow, and if they were held there long enough, the snow would melt, see? And always remember that heat transfers from hot to cold. The third and last method of heat transfer is radiation. Radiation is the transfer of thermal energy across a space. Please do not try this at home. Even though I'm not touching the fire, I can feel the heat radiate off of it. Mrs. Bailey, please don't worry. This doesn't count as arson. Now, we've done phase changes of water in class, but what we haven't tried is ice cream. In a phase change, the mass of an object stays the same. But what we haven't tried yet is objects that are something other than water. So right now, I'm going to prove that through a phase change, ice cream keeps its same mass. The ice cream is a solid, including the container, which I'll take out of the equation later, now weighs 100 grams. And now we're going to wait for it to melt into a liquid. The mass is still 100 grams. Even though the ice cream did undergo a phase change, the mass didn't change at all. Well, I'll see you next time on Olive Ryan, the science person. Want some?